All right, let's create a new project. npm run new bottom goal cell. So today I'm going to focus on the selling flow. As you can see, I already tested the buying flow. It works really great. So now let's do the sell flow. So I have put in the command and it creates some of the files again: PRD, research, Figma, and analytics markdown file, together with the prompts that you need for the cursor agents. And I'm giving you instructions as well, what to do for the next step, right? So filling out the PRD, research, and the Figma link. So if I open or collapse the folder, I will see PRD, research, and Figma. So I'm just gonna paste. So this is my PRD for gold and silver investment. I also had a usability testing report from our prototype. So I'm gonna paste it inside research. So here's usability testing we did with 5 participants and the research summary of what they found. On Figma, I'm going to also add the link. The best way to add a Figma link is really the artboard or the section itself of that particular flow. So I have that. Let me paste it here somewhere. There we go. That's it. So if you go back to your terminal, the next step would be to run it for review. So what my command does, actually, it goes through all the documents that you've just added and it gives us a prompt, right? The context prompt and the actual prompt. So you can see here there's two prompts. So what it does is you need to actually open the review prompt, and so that you can run it with our cursor agents here on the right. So if you go to prompt, right click review prompt and put it here, add file to cursor new chat, and just hit enter. And you can see what it does is it goes to find the flow on Figma through Figma MCP. It will make sure it will have context of the Figma design. Done. It's generated both files. So you can see here very clearly it created design review markdown, mapped the PRD happy path, 8 steps for cell flow, listed 11 expected screens, 10 found, 1 gap identified. It checks all the states, 4 out of 5 are covered, empty state was missing. Some of the edge cases here were flagged coming from research and the PRD. There's 5 actionable suggestions based on the research finding, and it even gives you a complete Figma Make prompt for prototyping, especially on the solutions. And it also generates the comments. This is purely for you to review, to design review first, to make sure you go through all of the information that it's generated, all the edge case that's verified. Again, it gives you exactly what you want to know as part of the product, and also the gaps that you need to check. And these are all the suggestions that you can pass on to the designer. And here are also all the comments. I think these are pretty much for you to review, and if you're happy with all the comments, you can generate it. You can give a command in the terminal and it will automatically post it. So let's give that a try. So all I do is npm run comment to my project bottom goal cell, and you can start to see some of the comments appearing already. 5 comments was generated. Let's have a look at them. So on the cell flow, it says add a cell all or max button in the input area. Research shows users explicitly requested this feature, and it gives you the research finding like missing cell all max option. which we don't have. The comment was right. This is the input screen when the rates have changed. So let's see. Rate timeout shows a toast, but the primary CTA still says continue. Should the button change to refresh rate to make the next action clearer? That is true. And the button should be disabled as well. So there we have it. And there's more comments here. I don't have to go through all of them, but these are fairly accurate, and you even get to see it live on Figma. And all I have to do is wait for my designers to reply. So let's try to create the Figma Make prompt based on the suggested solutions. I'm just gonna copy these. Let's create a new make, and let's make sure we connect our design system, and let's paste the entire prompt, and let's come back to it when it's ready. The prototype is ready. It's giving me a menu to show all the different states that I want to see. So I remember one of the solutions was having a refresh rate. So for example, rate timeout, I'm going to test that. Maybe go back to this view. Oh wow, we don't have this screen when the rate has expired. So it's suggesting to create a new rate expired screen so that you can inform the user what happens after 4 minutes. Please refresh to get a new rate. And then it goes back to the cell option. And there's a lot more use cases here, as you can see, that it suggests based on all the findings. So this is something that you can share with your designer, and we can walk through step by step what are the solutions that we can provide.